Hey guys, this is Namov, and today we are playing the fuck, the Roottrees are dead. I can't spell. I can't read. I can't do anything. So we're gonna do. The mystery will unlock once you finish the Roottrees are dead. The mystery begins here. Let's see. Roottrees. Roottrees, I think it's called. Wait, are you? Oh,
I'm playing that.
I was say, are you live?
No, I was gonna
December 6th.
The plane that crashed last night just outside of Pittsburgh is now known to have been the private jet of the Roottree Corporation.
Rootrees.
Local aviation authorities have speculated, based on the pilot's final communication, that the winter storm and heavy winds played a significant role in the crash. On board were multiple family members, including corporate president Carl Roottree and his daughters, the Roottree Sisters, best known for their fashion lines and modeling careers.
Oh, some family.
There were no survivors. Again, for those of you just joining us, the Roottrees are dead.
Entire family is dead then, isn't it? Hello? Don't open my bloody door.
I know it's late, but I'm guessing you've seen the news. In addition to dealing with the grief, the Roottree Company's lawyers are scrambling. Everything's about to change. Anyone proven to be a blood relative is about to get much richer. I'm here to ensure everyone is accounted for. I've heard you're an expert at sorting out complicated family trees. A genealogy genie, as it were. I'm going to give you a quick test. Pass, and I can promise you the job of a lifetime.
So we got to find out who's blood related to those victims. Complete the family tree of Roottree Sisters. Symbols are in the birth order, oldest to younger. Examine evidence, search for the intern for clues, fill in the names, fill in the occupants.
It's like you're doing the
Salute, eh? Yeah. Spouse.
the family history tree.
Yeah, so she wants us to find their family thing, so we can find out who's going to be, the next successor.
Why? So they can go and kill that next successor.
The person who hired you gave you these photos with a note attached. This was taken during the shoot for the Roottree Sisters Got Milk ad. I tracked down a test of photos from before. They painted the fake moustache on, which I thought would be more appropriate considering the circumstances. The ad's copy read, "You might recognize your faces from the magazine you're reading, or you might recognize our name from candy bar you're eating. Being a I'm just gonna call you R, is a full-time job, but so it's grown up. That's why the calcium found in milk is so important. Plus, you can't make chocolate without it." So we got the photos. Oh, the one in blue has engagement ring, so she's engaged.
So, yeah, all married.
This is proved to you by the mystery person who showed up at the door. You need to fit in the family tree. The women, something Elias, Anderson Gwyneth, Bean Deborah, Catherine Stephanie. Wow, that is a big long fucking name. Men, women. Oh, okay. I'll come back to this. So access the internet. So I gotta do actual typing then. I spelled it. I spelled it wrong. Hold on. It's got two T's. R-E. Okay, Raina is the most famous because she is the oldest and got married to TMS. But Riley is the smart one. Rose is the middle child like me. Raina is. Copy. Owner male, Raina. We need to find a female. So, you're not gonna tell me the hours.
Because now you're going to have
Wait.
to find out who she's married to. Because there's a ring. Now it's going to want you to check who she's married to.
Yeah. I am already enjoying this. So we got names.
So
Fill
what, are
in
you
the
like
names.
a lawyer or something?
So
Is it?
what?
So you what? You're like a lawyer?
So the one who's married is the.
She's going to be the next successor then. Because normally it's the oldest and whoever's married.
And there are a lot of sisters. Miranda is the most famous because she is the oldest sister. I need my pen and notebook. Time for me to start writing this shit down.
So what? Are you like a lawyer or whatever where you have to find out who's the
I know, I'm like the investigator. I know how to fix family trees.
What, so are you trying to fix out to see who's family and who's not? Or what?
Yes.
Oh, so you're trying to find out who's not family, but you're trying to find out so you know who the murderer is situation.
Probably.
Pragmatic.
And then Riley is the most famous because she is the oldest and got married to TMS. But Riley is the smart one. Rosa is the middle, so the youngest one is Riley. So Riley is the most famous because she is the oldest and got married. So the oldest is the married one. It's the blue t-shirt one because she's got a wedding ring on.
Yeah, so she's married.
So you are. You are Raina Rothfire. Second fuck. Second child is Ruse. There's nobody in the list with that name. What?
So someone is
Right. So only one of your younger sisters, the middle child, name is not there. So which one of these is the middle child and the youngest? The oldest to the
look at the
youngest.
pictures closely.
I have. I'm just trying to find the information. Riley is the smart one. Rose is the middle child, like me. You might think they are rich just because they are models, but their dad is also the president of the candy company, and their mum Brenda is a fashion designer. We do modelling for her brand Root.
So that
I eat
means
with candy
the
all the time. My
middle
favourite is
child
makeup person and try to dress like
doesn't
try to dress
exist, or
in
she's
perfume.
adopted.
Or dress like plaid roots. Cause like Riley does. So Riley is the third youngest child. So the youngest child, that's a hint of what she wears. There's a poster. Someday I want to get my ears pierced like Rose. So Rose has ear piercing. That is Rose. And then you are that one. So this is the order.
But one of them is not family apparently. Because
It's
her
the
name's
middle
not
one,
on
the
it.
one who's got piercing. Unknown occupants. What's that mean?
That means you.
Oh, I think it's like what they do.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to write underneath what they do. Problem is, her name's not in the thing, so
Oh,
she's not family then. Or she's adopted.
to marry to, she married to TMS. Who is TMS?
Too much information.
TMS. So we find that no one was just T. We've got an unknown male, unknown female. We've got Anson Gwyneth, Sam, Stephanie, Michelle Walter, Christopher Edith, Patricia, Bethany, David the Fourth, Stephanie, Ernest, Gwen, so T. This friend. So these are the people got the Rottweiler's name. We want to find that. We've got Lauren, Margaret, Robert, Ronald, Mumford, Tessa, Wolfhamus, TMS. I don't see anyone named that. Author, artist, effect, venture, internet design, lawyer, model. I think there might be model of this. Oh, so we can write our actual own fucking name. That's cool. Siblings are often referred to as brothers or sisters, people that share the same parents.
Well, apparently one of them ain't because their name's not in their fucking system.
If you complete the stack, try talking to get through while you're with it. Okay, I was wondering what that was. Let's. So these are names. This was provided to you by the mysterious person. We got Lewis question mark. You're not gonna let me. There we go. So this is man TM. We only have one man with status T. It's Thomas Sheridan. I don't think so. Okay, let's go to.
I wonder, do they not have a middle sister?
They do.
Oh, why was her name not in that? That's odd in itself.
Rosie Rottweiler is not popular as her older sister Raina, but still very well known. Most of the time they lumber together as the Rottweiler sisters. Fortunately, the result of ruse by herself don't lead to anything different than search for the sisters together. Doing a deep dive on what you learn about them will often lead to additional discovery. Okay, we need to find more. Alright, what about Irina spouse? Oh my god. I've got, what's their last name again? Hold on. Roottree Sisters. Roottree. There are a lot of theories that focus on the Roottree Sisters' modern career. You can cause infanticide, seemingly created by teenagers, non-pink with purple text, and hard to read until you highlight the words. The young website writes, Rihanna is the most famous because she's older than got married to. And let's write this down. TMS. But Riley is not on that. You might think they're rich just because so the root. She likes to talk about the roots, fashion lines. So they're like more like. Ryan is the most famous because she's the oldest and got married to TMS. So all three are modelling. Got that. let's try the team MS. As a period for an early 19th teen heartthrob Tommy, Mark Sheldon is his first credit role as former Sheldon was on a soap opera called Timmy March onwards. He skyrocketed to popular after his star rising. Since the end of Brother Tabor, he has often been covered Tabor's support. After a short engagement, they married in 1997 when she was only 19 and he was 23. So, Tommy Sheldon. His first credit role as Thompson Sheldon. So let's look for Tommy. No Tommy? There you go, I think he's using that name. She is model. Fill in the names. What's hers? Is the younger sister? There's the middle name sister. So why is her name removed?
She's probably disowned. Or she adopted. Or she's a hated one. I don't know.
Oops.
She might not even be family, do you know what I mean?
Rose Roottree is not as popular as her older sister Rihanna, but still is very well known. Both of them very lumber together as the Roottree sisters. Fought the result of Rose by herself don't lead to anything different than the search for her sister. Alright. If someone isn't in the list, name of your employee, try doing deeper dive. Okay, in the list. Stop that. So let's go back to this. It's the name. So we may have to go through all these names. So we're going to check the first one. Louise. Question mark. So never revealed of Louise. Okay, we found nothing. So let's see. We've got Riley, Raina. So why could she not be? Could she get married? Where's my note? So I'm gonna write the names here so I can easily find it. Okay, let's go for BL and you find information on the website. The first understood Maple Farm, with a few pictures, including a former picture of Elias and Gwyneth. The photo was added to your evidence. Before marrying Elias Gwyneth was Gwyneth Anderson. She has no brothers, so as the older sister, she was inheriting the Anderson Maple Farm, so long as she married. So she is not the one we're looking for. Okay, we have this is family. Okay, we took a picture of that, so we've got more evidence here. So we're going this out again, and we're going to write down. Oops. Debra Bean. Lava. Carlson. If any we start with these frame. Alright, so we're gonna be Deborah Green. Nothing feel about Deborah Bean. Got it. Nothing real about Laura Colston. Stephanie Cottrell. Nothing about Stephanie either. So Patrice Sarah Cassell. Louisa. Garcia. Bonnie Hudson. And then Edith Jacobson. Okay, let's try these and come back to those. Right. But oops. Yeah. Christina Steele was a steel company in the British country on the World War II history page. You find that it contributed to the war effort by creating part of the vehicle, but after that went out of business. Steelers and Petrocus both are mentioned in their book review, influenced by Tiana and Angeline. So there is information about her. Tory letter with an erotic twist released in 1997. I think actually, I might go back for these, like write down people who I can find. So, nothing found about the Crusells. Nothing about that one either. Nothing well, Lucia. Enough about Bunny Hudson. You find a link to that seems to be a particular corruption list of archive what kind of terms articles are, but it mentions the EU tickle and a rat. You might be able to find articles somewhere else. Start from the bottom then. One. Penelope, Tessa, Green. Paul, Smith, Tessa, Roottrees, Samantha, Roottrees. Lorraine. Gwen. So let's find out all the wires family. Jessica. So some of these people are related to each other. So I'm going to leave it that, and then... So let's go search for these. So delete. Keeping the names, what has information. Nothing else. Convenient Wilkins. Done. Right. You should record an auction up for a black and blue dress that is Brenda White's original. The auction described its vintage dress from before Brenda became a Brenda Woodrow. Designer clothes route. What is the gold dress itself? Search. So that reveals someone. Let's do for this one. Penelope Tessa Green. Penelope Tessa Green is a retired comedian that also a lounge club in Winter. Contestants that first did her feminist ranch West Milk Cheese route in the 80s before she was TV star on Brother Trouble. The site claims she retires for the birth of her first child, but still makes yearly appearance for fundraising doing more family friendly material. You find a picture labeled Joke or Lantern 1997, as well as a different picture labeled Jack watching one of his mother's charity sets 1984. Both have been added to your evidence. Okay, so Penelope is another evidence. Nicole Smith. Nothing results in Nicole. Tessa Roottee. Nope. You think when people... I just... deleted the wrong name! No! So who was after Tessa? Let's find out. Samantha. I deleted Samantha. Samantha. There you go. Keep on about there. So we want to get rid of Tessa. Borrowed anything out. You found this on the website about comedian. Okay, we've got more evidence. Okay. So let's do Samantha if we're going, because it is Samantha next. Samantha Roottee. Nothing about Samantha. You can delete you. Then Riley. Okay, that's about the system. Okay, let's see if we can find the site. No, you can't. Yeah, far dark. Now let's check November. Nothing about November. Nothing about Marguerite. Another Roottree disaster relative of Roottree Sisters is for a book, A Life Between Wars. Another author Lorraine Roottrees, a distant relative of Roottree Sisters, known for her website, but the famous author's early 1960s. Lorraine released a few romance novels under her marriage name, Lauren Raphael. Let's write this. Be important. To a little fanfare when her publisher learned she had been keeping diaries about her famous family. They insist she reveals them under her original name, Lorraine Roottree, to take advantage of her family notoriety. Such as diaries entered a life between wars, spanned from the intimate death of her husband World War II to coping with the post-war world as a young widow, as a mother, as well as a perspective on changing times. All the way through the entire Vinton work considered a new life as at high school in England by Roottree's style and looked into fifth generation. After the success of her diaries, her publisher re-released her romance under the name of Lorraine Roottree, whose romance in court was gained popularity. She follows Elias up written 2 new sequels featuring the family as a court jester series. You find no recent detail about Lorraine, though she is listed as retired. Okay. Lorraine, why would you have information? So let's side Christina. Nothing but Christina. I want to turn this off. This thing is blocking me. Hold on. Gwen. Okay, we've got something about Gwen. You found something on the website about an old film that are not available on the VSA site, not very well organized, and you get individual page for your search engine. Gwen is a somewhat well-known actress who acts in a appeared in it's guys like us. She left Hollywood after the flop of Christmas Mission. There's a widened circle picture of Gwen from behind the scenes, one of her movies which added evidence. Do you know, truth is Gwen was the granddaughter of Elias Woodford, the founder of Roottree Candy. She shouldn't have been named Roottree, but father took her mother's famous name. It was quite a rare in those days. So Gwen, we have some fun name. Nothing about that one. You should go to page a list of commentary questions and answers to what first name. Famous little girls. This answer: Raina, Carly, and Riley. Carly! That could be the middle girl's name. So let's answer. The explanation below answers that Rosa originally born Carla Rose Wright. Apparently, her parents had planned to name a son Carl Roottree Jr., but after finding out we're having a second daughter, they called her Carly. Sometime in the early 90s, now preteen, Carly's trying to express dislike of her sister had RH names, and she was the odd one out, and she begins to go by the middle name. Okay, so Carly Rottweiler is the middle child. We got your name. So you are Carly. Got it. Yay! Got information. These 3 entries are correct and you have been locked. You also lock the following option into Sharon Thompson. Booyah! You still there?
Sorry to test you, but I had to be sure you could use the internet. Some folks refuse to get with the times. Safe to say, you're hired. The reward for untangling the family tree is substantial. Life-changing, even. But here's the catch. The Roottrees go way, way back. The family tree's a bit daunting. Most people freak out the first time they see the whole thing. But I'm sure you'll be fine. The man who started it was particular about whom he considered family. For your purposes, you only need his direct blood relatives. Anyone related only by marriage is optional. But filling them in can lead to useful discoveries. Lastly, you now have access to some unique websites, plus a list of notable Roottrees. Notable people are easy to find via your search engine, and marked with stars on the family tree. I'm off for now. Carl Roottree had a lot in his office. I'll look for anything useful. I'll return once you identify 6 more blood relatives.
Alright. What?
Sorry, one last thing. This might sound odd, but if anyone else claiming to represent the Rootrees reaches out, I'd appreciate you not mentioning I was here. Thank you, and good luck.
Suspicious. Leave. So, before you person who hired you and returns, every time you get 3 additional blood related family to complete correct name or correct. All non-blood related small parties are optional, but place them in the tree to help remove extra name photos. Alright. The notable Roottree. Easy to find online. Any end of the family tree that belongs to someone on this list with miracle with a star will be crossed out for they are verified and locked. Alright. So this wipe all these out because we can always redo this again. So we've got to check the other website for these people. Let's check these ones out. Maybe that's why the kids still love them. Because under 5Ps are aimed at kids for magazine. 5Ps were named as such. The original creator had 5 children. The ad also mentioned that the current flavour are not the same as back then. Okay. The founder, Gwyneth and Elias. Okay, we can't do that one yet. So it's best up from the bottom, I guess. So we want to find out the parents. Once you verify the person, you'll be able to add a bonus photo. Oh, interesting. Roottree wearing a sibling of order. So she has. Okay, let's check what that baby photo is. I'm trying to remember who these two are. You found a website on a club called Jack's watching his mother at charity set. So Jack, this must be Jack when he was a baby. I might be wrong. So we need a portrait of another sister. So let's find the father. So internet database, magazine, newspaper, keyword, book library, author's name, book titles. Ooh, shooty. Guess what this is. Michael Jonah doesn't go by his full name. Promised material instead of he shortened it to Michael Jr. Michael Jr. is a telegram who is part of a Miracle network. He used to have a show that aired on local across many stations in the United States. According to the website called Clerk Watch, he was exposed, charged with conspiracy to defraud in public in 1979 when he claimed to heal someone in a wheelchair. The news exposed revealed it was his wife, Edith's sister, in disguise. The author also mentioned that Edith had a bit of a checkered past, sad but doesn't clarify. He has since lost his television show and to across the thingy. So let's go. Carl is the father. Okay, this is the man we're looking for. Carl Roottree died in a recent plane crash along with his wife Brenda Roots and his daughters, who was in the root. So he's isn't he father now CEO in Harry Hart with man lost Carl, Brenda, the sisters and the other players in the charity family is shot fire. Carl was in command. Head of the company, is that a thing? No. He'd be CEO, wouldn't he? And what did he say about his wife? God died in the plane crash along with his wife Brenda Roots. So okay. You should cause action about a black and blue dress that is a Brenda White original. So Brenda Roots. Oh, so her real name was Brenda White. Call load. We now need a photo. So if we can find out who his mother or call Root is, we can probably find out. So Elias. Oh wait. Elias. Anything more to relate before they relogged in. Founder in 1908. He looks like he has no siblings, but he has a mother. So we need to find this. Protocols, internet local database, magazine and newspaper. So I need to find out information about someone. So simple plus optional black dress that is brand white original. Vintage dress on the brand of green brand double dress. Start designing closely. While you go to your search. So we need book, magazine or newspaper information. So oops. No, bye bye. No. Periodical. Keyword. I'm not sure about that one. Let's go back to Miracle Network. That could be something. Miracle. Okay, Margaret television report of Miracle and to have his show in a local access many situation on the website called website Clerk Ward, you suppose. Oh, you could do that? I don't know how to remove that. Oh, there you go. Exposed and some charged with conspiracy for. He claimed he healed someone in vision. A news exposed revealed Edith's sister in disguise. I mentioned that Edith had a bit of a check. He's since lost his job. He went in before a scandal. It doesn't say what news article it's from. It's considered draft in 1979. I'm so confused about this one. Pedatical. Hang on, I must have done something. Could that be like a time? Okay, Pedestal is the number in keyword. So 1979. 1979.
He's like, I didn't hear anything yet because you left it.
Yeah. Kind of what he was both and submitted charge was considered default and published
No, literally, it was
before
just
the public in 19 when he claimed he was someone in a wheelchair. This bill revealed it was his wife overdosed in disguise. Also mentioned, yeah.
It was a quick beep and all that, and then that was it.
Hmm.
And I'm like, well, not as the last one was.
I'm going to a website called Clerk Watch. Copy. No, it didn't show that, is it? Okay, check. James Woodward is a singer who sings in a duo Jim and Diamond with his wife Diamond Lyrics.
Yeah, that's Vicky Beaver.
The duo, according to many sources, you find considered a one-hit wonder due to the disco song "Rolling On Down the City" is now your evidence folder. Although Jim writes the majors of songs, plays the guitar, and often sings Diamond considered by the fans. The band lead singer, the band never had another, but has its fans who refer to themselves as Diamond Dazzlers. The rest of their music is more folksy and Jim and Diamond have continued to release music throughout the 80s.
Ginger legs.
What are you doing? There's a dog between my legs. Where is he? Is he? Oh, I found you. I found you. I love my wee boy. Charity and the sound of laughter. Alright, let's try Diamond La Oops. Okay, same thing appears. So Eliza Herring Root, aka Red, was appointed judge and who earned his nickname ironic because he was ambassador for only about 6 days. He served what some people contain the shortest term. Just a few days after he appointed, he was heard despairing. He was put in an Irish paper. He then tried to run state senior. He claimed to release to Candy Company in a newspaper ad, but it came out that the last name was merely coincidence, and he was defeated in a landscape. And Candy Company. Candy Company. I don't get this. Ugh. In a newspaper. Okay, so she is a granddaughter. Where was it? Gwyneth was the granddaughter of Eliza's. Granddaughter or thingy. So she goes down on one of these. Oh, this is going to be more difficult than I imagine. Jim and Diamond. I'm not playing that. It's too late, I played it. Ah! So we've got more pictures. I don't think any of these go for this. Gwyn. You find some information on the website of the first Anderson's maple farm wealthy pictures, including the famous picture of Eliza and Gwyn, was added to your evidence. So, oops. So these two are the founders. Gwyneth Anderson. And I might be wrong on this. Hold on. So it goes the first Anderson maple farm. These are three pictures, include the favorite picture of taking the added to evidence. The Anderson. Before marrying Eliza Gwyneth Woodswire, Gwyneth Anderson, she had no brothers. Before marrying Eliza, Gwyneth brother was. So she she took on her name. So yeah, so that is why. And what is? Ooh, nope. So as oldest as she was inherited the Anson Maple farm. That's when she married. Before Elias took over the farm, due to ownership, it was supposed Elias' idea to create candy instead of their success was not implemented until they decided to combine the maple with other flavors. 5-piece which was found in stores for days. But the water candy company expanded well beyond their original farm. It's been served as a tourist attraction according to the website. The steady demand education tours shows of many turn off to applies, but Gwyneth would have used a housewife in the early 90s. So what kind of career advantage? Baby, chameleon, construction dancer, farmer, media go, manufacturing. Let's see. Elias. Oh, what's this? That's been marked off. Any other family tree that belongs to someone on this list will mark with a star and the roots. We crossed out of it or verified and locked. Red roots. So is on one of the stars? Okay, he's one of the stars. This is gonna be very difficult. Penelope, so this is Penelope. And so Penelope and Jake. I don't really know who's Penelope. What's this say? You can open this envelope after the whole formality has been filled in. If 2 names that must be typed in manual. The clues are obscured, have been instantly hidden in the past, and may require some leaps in logic. Try to keep an eye for any thingy. So if we can find out, so these are people who's been split up. Got it. So there might be another picture of her. So, Elias Whitwood. So, Penelope. Eliza and Gwyneth. This is famous place Eliza Gwyneth, it was taken in 1990 after the founders of the company, but it was a success. From what you found, such an instance, it seemed quite difficult to find a site about Eliza and Gwyneth that was accompanied by this picture. There are not notable waterway lists in your evidence. It will be marked as charts with stars. So I think East, probably the farmer. Something about housewife, didn't it? I might be wrong on this. Gwyneth Anderson. So that's what his real name. So he took his wife's last name, Roottree, whatever. Nothing said about their children. Can't find anything about their dad.
It's stressful, isn't it, when you don't know anything? Probably because their phone might be deceased.
He is. So we're gonna put down
The R.I.P.
men. So we can find out the men's name. So these are the women. So we are going to start from. I just put a D down in his S. So we're gonna go for Sam. Linus, Cornwall. Walter, I'm trying to find out who's related to her. It's very hard because some of these families are older. Son, Guy, Hudson, Brian, oops, John, David, Ferd, David, the fourth, Mark, London, Ernest, Madsen, Ernest, Junior, Madison, then we got James, Morden, Zach, Zachariah, Morden. I thought that said Chris Redfield for a second. Chris Rafferty, Clark, Jacob, Carl, Clancy, Edward, Clancy Jr., Roottree, Edward, oops, Edward, Elias, Junior. Roottree. Elias. C. Roottree. Elias. M. Roottree. And then we got Jack. Roottree. And then we got James. Michael. Junior. Michael the Third. God, them and the same fucking first name, damn. Robert. I know what it was. Who? Thompson. Done. Jason. Wilson. Steve. Son. Then Zach. Wilson. Okay, these are all the men in the family. So let's get to them. So we're going to start with Zach. There's nothing about Zach we can find here. Stephen. Okay. Dr. Stephen Wilson is a physician who practices North Pittsburgh. Although there's a lot of Steve Wilsons, and Dr. Wilson at this point apparently found a way to the game. The search result as he pops to the top every time. His website claims that he is a prediction to the stars. The only evidence for this is that apparently was the doctor to the Roottree Sisters. This picture of him is the website, as well as a picture of his 3 children. The 3 of them look as though the photographer was holding them hostage. Regardless, the photo has been added to evidence. There is also a quote of a condition: the child, Jason, you suspect might not be written by a 10-year-old. My dad is the best dad in the entire world, and he treats every patient with world-class care. He treats your children like he would me, my big brother, or my sister. Alright. This is Dr. Stu Wilson, a self-acclaimed petition star. You found a photo of his website. She's children. So Steve is his son, and he's 3 kids. Was created to Jason. So one of these is Jason. So David, you got Steve Wilson. So they've got 3 Wilsons. Steve Wilson is the father. He has sons. Wilsons. I don't know. So he's got 3 kids. Can we find any of these shows? I think they go here, if I'm honest. But is he blood related to them? She looks like the oldest of them, but it might be him, the sister, and then the son. You are Steve Wilson. So if we tap down Wilson, I think you might be Jason. Because that name didn't pop up because he's a child. So these are men. You got Jem Wilson, I think is her. I think these are his children. He is director of construction. What is he? Okay, Dr. Steve Wilson is a pediatrician. P. President. Feature. No, he's a doctor then. I think he's still. Let's find out if he has a wife. Is Pittsburgh. Steve Wilson and Dr. Wilson's. This one apparently found a way to get them. Reflect claim about the president of the South and neither was the doctor to Roottree Sisters. There's a picture of him a picture of his 3 children. 3 of them look at this is a quote that wrote credit to his child Jason. Despite he might not be writing by a 10-year-old. So it might be something wrong with his son. So we need to find out if Steve Wilson has a wife. So let's go to Jason. That's Jacob. Why did I put Jacob down? So his son Jason has not much information. Thomas. Timmy is coming observer early 19 heartbreak from him. So we don't need much information about him because he's just Manamite's boyfriend. So Wolf. Nothing about Wolf Roottree. Arnold. Nothing about Ronald. Robert. Nothing about Robert. Nothing about the miracle.
Because it's gonna make him go off. I'm enjoying that one. It's so simple, but so sad.
Nothing about the miracle June. Yeah. Impact Medical Network, a producer company run by Michael Wood's estate, is quite a bare bones but has the following blurb. Witness testimony of the miracle of Roottree. Michael arrived so late in his mother's life, the doctor swore he would survive his first. Michael arrived so late in his mother's life, doctor swore he wouldn't survive his first year. His mother and father, Elias and Gwyneth, named him Miracle because they thought him possible he was younger than his brothers and sisters by over 14 years. With a birth that late, the final child of the generation was nearly torn apart by countless health problems, but still with the power of God on his side, he preserved his triumph over these complications and even regained his sight spread through the healing of words of might. 20 years later, Miracle Woodtree Jr. arrived and became the famous family's second vessel for the high power at 18. He empowered himself from the Roottree name and took his father's testimony to a whole new level via the power television, which spread the gospel across the entire New England. He has since left the life of glamorous and behind, reached those places that needed it most. The power of the Lord coming to a town near you. Below blunt flyer across tour with evidence. So this is Junior the Second, I believe. Flyer the generator Michael Tour flyers nameless Michael John, who is said to be the world famous and get generator is on the notable. And it gets notable. There's the evidence he remarked on the child who Flyer says will make the appearance Michael III on his wife and his wife Nicole, who was said to be the youth pastor. So let's write this down in my notebook here. Nicole. That is the wife. Children now welcome celebrate pastors Michael III and his wife Nicole. The 3 generations of the Michael Tour features Tidman from the world famous Junior. So he's the second son. So we know they're on the very end of here. That has got a star in it. Which one of these had a star in it? Michael Jr. So yeah, so we're on a we're getting it right then. So you are him. He is that his son. His wife is Nicole. Which one of these is gonna be it? Let's see, Nicole what? Nicole, Michael and his wife Nicole. So he married someone named Nicole. Featuring Will Famous special appearance on Michael's Roottree in his 68th year on God Earth. Children now welcome. Celebrate with your pastor, Michael III and his wife Nicole. What are the colours? With his wife Nicole.
Hello.
Hello.
What are you playing?
I'm playing like a mystery, trying to figure out which Nicole she's.
Oh, okay.
You've been in this line of work a long time, so long as the fact develops a sense of how you use evidence, you can be the numbers in the main class. Refer to how many clues are connected to a piece of evidence. The number more there is to find. At the sound of the alarm bell. As the progress, the numbers will change whenever you find more evidence or lock in a family member. New discovery will be added to the list. And old evidence will become less useful. Treasure initial piece of evidence. So that's what it is. So these let you know how many evidence we got. We have 30. We're gonna be stuck there. This has none. There's not much into it. There's 11 hints here. There's 11 here. Okay, let's concentrate on what we just found. So we need to find out who his father is, but he has a sibling we don't know of. So you are Michael Jr. and the third. And we do know you as Michael Jr. the first. Okay. And what is he? If you didn't know all miracle tours, some of the power of the Lord and so for miracle and essentially could have. So Michael who flies that will make a special appearance. So we need to find out who this Nicole. Like, yes, students, characters, green, white, video. I think he's more of a public speaker. He might be a preacher. I'm not sure about his son. Alright. Let's find out about his wife. No, I can't yet. We need to find the last name. Let's find out about James. Diamond is a singer who sings in duo with Diamond. So, with his wife Diamond, duo according to many sources, finds one hit wonders due to a single falling on down the city. No. It's now in your evidence folder. Though Jim writes major songs, plays the guitar, and often sings, Diamond, considered by fans that the band leader sings. Jim and Diamond continue to release music throughout the 80s and early 90s. Oops. So, James and Diamonds are thing, but I need to keep an eye on those dates. Okay, I think it revealed to me who they are. So, James, is he in this? Yes, he's a star. He's got a wife and he's got a wife. But I don't think they split. Didn't see anything him having children. I'm trying to see if I can find any stars. Okay. Guess could be it. But I'm not going to risk it yet until I find out if he has any children. So let's try Jack. Jack Roottree. Nothing about Jack. Elias. Nothing about Elias M. Elias C. Elias Jr. Okay, let's move all. Elias was founder and the first president of Roottree Candy Company. You find what is established progress site about him. He created by the Candy Company. At the top of there is a picture of him and his wife Gwyneth. That picture has been added to your evidence. Elias Roottree was the founder, the first president of founder. So you tell me these two are not the founders? Wait, could you be a she and you could be he? So, farmer. Or it could be the CEO. Where's... This could be wrong. I'm not sure. I might keep these blank actually. So let's clean these up, I'm not sure. I don't want to get them mixed up, you know. Okay. Elias was the founder of the first president of the Roottrees. The Candy Company you find established progress site about him created by the Roottree Candy Company. At the top of it is a picture of him and his wife Gwyneth. The picture has been added to your evidence. No people are couples, these two. But it's also a body section that has some additional information. Elias is the creator and investor of 5-piece popular milk candy before the farm is inherited by a marriage man his wife, a new producer Europe's. Elias is credited for inventing 5 pieces of a pop of maple candy before that. The farm he inherited by marrying his wife, a new producer Europe's. So it could be these the founders. So Eliza is credited for innovation. So Eliza is and the man. So you are Eliza. And he is the CEO. He has his wife. I think she's... And she is the farmer, I believe. I think she's the one who created the tree thing. The Shed Home Farm, ECO. Maybe. After 5 people became well success, Elias spent his time and energy committed as a family man. He quote on the site as his blood is thicker than syrup. And any children linked by blood to me shall be linked by blood to Melissa. This site ensures claim that he made on the promise, but offers no additional details. There are a few more quotes about Elias from the book called Family Man, Root of Legacy book. Public library. So there's a quote about a book called Family Man. Book. Family Man. Oh, where's it gone now? I hate it does this to me. Might as well write this shit down. Roottree Legacy by Bess Williams. To save Elias is massive entertainment. Below that is a link. Was a light great grandson Carl Elias was voted the Watcher of the Year. Carl Elias was voted the Watchman of the Year. Okay, let's check this. The Roottree Legacy Best But Elias there's no downloadable version available because the book is possible to find these days. What's 92? Non-fiction author, odd cover. So that's all we can find about that. So let's try Edward. Nothing but Edward. C. Junior. Nothing but Clancy. Okay, before we do that, yes, so that is a female. Transfer to son, Constant Penant said, Trust Clan. It was a high unusual corporation arrangement named after Cousin Edward, who was Elias' son. Kennedy became head lawyer at the time due to unique niches often brought up online about the finite matter inheritance as an ODT. The company mandates that it fixed perception. So, is this Clancy Edward Rooter? Is he Clancy Edward Rooter? He's not there. Every credit among banks acquired relationship of other account represent each directive relative of others and Gwyneth. Account is created for each blood relative at birth. First acceptable when they reach 18. Direction numbers have never failed being disclosed to the public, but due to the ever increased success of the company's significant amount of money, the Client Trust is known for being essentially impossible to get around due to too many clerks and bonds written into it. There have been a few situations in which family members have tried forcibly remove another member from the trust. Most detail online are pretty vague, since the matters are handled intense. Only from information you discovered is new to law school, which apparently had a guest lecture talk about visit RPRR in 1984. While looking into the contract, you often find mention the 5P guarantee, which went into effect at the same time. I might start with the day of the birth of some of these people. I'm not sure where he stands. He is their son. Is he the first? It's going to be very difficult to figure out who's who. Because he's highly like... I think he might be this child here. He. So we want to clean kinds of... Alright, let's check. So, not that. Okay, guys, crash along with his wife Brenda and the daughters. He was president of the Roottree Company as well as is co-founder with his wife. Our short press release, Water Candy Company released today to the news organization. Loss of call, the sisters and employees. Tragedy, Water family is shocked and quiet privacy. Keyword. I don't get this. I really don't. I may have to look up more about this on my phone. Hold on. I found some information. Team Blast. Outdoors, Team Blast. Let's see if I find out. Okay, we go. Magazine aimed at teen girls. The website has a new section about other constellations of loss of Roottree Sisters. Fashion line was often covered by a magazine, and Rhino Sister appeared at their 16th birthday. What did I just do? So, Blast magazine aimed at teenage girl. So, keyword. Blast has played most many Roottree advance over the years. Many of their products include 5Ps, they flooded the result. Was already in your evidence. 16th birthday. Okay. Oh look, so this is when she was 16. Rihanna. Rihanna, so this will be her. So she's got a side thing when she was more thingied. And then so this is 5 piece. Nothing shows. From micro to material, against like the use 5 piece accounts for candy. Okay. So Alpha's name. The part of the book series is all that can do in the modern world in 2025. One was one of the ways of mass product, global abstraction, and ah. So I printed out this one. Okay. $19.28. No. So that should be Should I go with that? Okay, we've seen that one. So that's the father of the girls. So oh my god, I want who knows. Oh no. Probably move up for now. But we knew it's Carl of Roottree. Could be. Hmm. Position in the red top. Very small. I'm gonna find out. So she is a housewife. Elias Roottree. President the First. Oh. Okay, we've got these three right. Okay, you know, redistributed. 1, 2, 3. So 5 piece. So this is Clancy Edward. So you are Edward Rottweiler. He is a lawyer. And his wife is called Sarah. So he's first child. And your name is what? Lorraine. What do I Korea. Arthur. Might be wrong. So the child of the fourth child. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So your name is Quinn. Quinn Whitwell. Actor. Okay. Might be wrong. Oh, I put them in a place. Me. Let's go quick. Wait. She goes there. Actor. Walter. Portrait from Roottree. Let's see. So it's her. Okay. Then Glenn Thingy is the third child, so 1, 2, 3. He child of Glenn and Elias Roottree. Name Clancy Edward. Yep, he's a lawyer. Spouse is called Sarah. And then their first child is Lorraine Whitwell. Arthur. Life Between Wars. That's a she, so it'd be her. Spells Jacob Raphael. So that would be of him then, wouldn't it? Could be, yeah. Above the three, what is this? And then this one is 87. Yeah, so he is their father. Name, Buffett Hotel, call. He... 5th president. There you go. Oh, who could this be?
You're on a roll. I'll try to keep that momentum going. Carl's office was a mess, thanks to some burst pipes. But I unearthed a photo from a 1970s Roottree reunion. I also found some important-looking papers. You've traced 9 blood relatives so far. I'll have more to share after you find 9 more.
To me, this is suspicious. God, all those photos. Okay, let's get that and let's do you. Let's empty these ready for when we we did red rum. We did miracle. Who did them? No. Mamma mia. Oh no. Okay. Wow. Am I using the wrong exclamation mark here? No. There you go. I am. Ah. Okay, let's add these into it. So this is what the fun she's looking up to now. So this is the youngest child. This one is the teacher. Could be him. It is. Come on. And then so he's the youngest child. Yes, we know. Nothing much by the bar. Michael Roottee, yes, he's a peach. Who did his son? His both. Edith Jacobson. Because I know cold root, it makes me right. So I think he's probably it's Jim. I have clicked on the wrong thing, haven't I? Musician. Don't know if I've got the right person or not. And one done. So that is him there. Did you look similar to him on it? Might be right, I don't know. So I don't think these are the right people. So he said he's cousin. So EP and maybe this then. Maybe this is you. So that also could be her. I'm not sure. That could be him. Feed generation miracle. Okay, that one's about him. Miracle. Who knew? How many people here got eye patch on? fuck, it didn't let me finish. Hello. You alright?
Yeah. You know my fun for these tutors book, because when I was like in year 6, I wrote down my name on my financial studies book.
That was my niece. She is a housewife. And her husband is James. The only child of her father. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one is spouse. So no, not that one. Okay, I think I put these two in the wrong place. Says here, 2 explain why it didn't lock though. Wasn't that in here? Yeah, Granny Roottree. Maybe it goes here. Didn't see much. It's my turn though. Done. Echo root. Done. And read. That could be him. He might be Elias M. I don't know. Oh.
You're listening to WRTD.
It's time for your headlines. Once an hour, every hour, on the 45. It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Carl Roottree's belongings have apparently gone missing. Most notably, a framed photo of the Roottree family from the mid-1970s that Carl had on his office wall. We interviewed a local psychologist about who would do such a thing and why. For that article, search online for WRTD News. Again, that's WRTD.
Alright. So let's go over here. And I'm going to put down WRTD. Okay. Okay, something about curse. Damn. Is that not long? Oh, this is gonna be fucking difficult. Alright, so. Um. Alright, let's see what I have to do here. So these must be up there, so. So. I'm doing it again, sorry. No. So that's for there, so. There you go. Alright, what are the next questions? Hello.
Would you like a hug?
Hello.
So that guy's like married.
I'm just doing like a family tree.
Good night, love you.
No, I do. Love you. Love you too.
Good night.
So, what's happened?
Hmm?
What's happened?
Well, it looks like someone stole something from the man's office. Family's passed.
So, you have to find out how.
No, we are trying to continue the family tree thing. So she's trying to help us, and she goes, if anyone comes here who's from the family, don't
Tell them what you're doing.
tell them who you are. Don't say that she was there.
Odd. Okay. So, did you get my message?
So, you may have heard the news. Some of Carl's things have gone missing. That includes the pictures and mail I brought you earlier. I promise I didn't steal it. But I did borrow it. I'll return it once we're done. Let me deal with my family in the meantime. Oh, I guess that means I've officially confessed. I'm a Roottree. I assure you I have a reasonable explanation for the secrecy. I'm about to do something big the family doesn't approve of. If you could just wait a little bit longer, I'll tell you more, in person. I'll return after 15 more blood relatives.
Sorry guys, I've been muted this entire time because I've been talking to my twin.
Yes, and I'm an asshole, so you're welcome, people. I think he doesn't deny that, she's just like,
Yeah.
The word speak its truth.
So now the woman's got to confront her family. Reason why she's doing all this. I think she wants to know the truth, or this. She's got something to do with it.
Huh?
The woman. Reason why all of a sudden she wants to, you know,
I think she
it.
wants to see who's actually who, because I think well, I don't know, to be honest, Vicky. The way I see it, people keep things going for a reason. The girl's parents probably.
Okay, that's the second generation we're done.
God, that looks like a long years.
I know, and I find it funny.
Yeah, it's like you would do. You did it for your sins.
Yeah, I haven't completed doing my Sims 4 from the trees.
Yeah, 'cause you did it, deleted it, and then you did it again.
And her planet is David the Third. Occupants, housewife, and name. So we have done episode. So let's go to this. Awesome. So we have a portrait of her when she's a child. Okay, that'll be him. So became the third president. Bling, bling, boya. Her and her brother. Bless them as children. Oh, our ego's down here then. Who did I give that to? Many of them joined the farmers, I gotta admit that. I like that hint. He got married a lot, didn't he? Funny when you get to see what they look like when they're younger. Nothing in one then. Hello.
On the phone, I said I owed you an explanation. But I can't reveal everything. Not yet. I'm sure this all seems like deception for deception's sake. So I'll try to explain why. It's true, I'm working with lawyers. But not the candy company lawyers. My publisher's lawyers. I'm on the verge of releasing a book, and it's not kind to the Roottrees. Especially Elias and the 5 Pieces. The truth often isn't. But with the plane crash, the publisher is rightfully worried it'll look like I'm making things up to exploit a tragedy. So they're doing their due diligence. That's why you're here. To be sure there's enough evidence for an expert to unearth the whole story. If I tell you the whole story now, we can't prove that. I hope you understand. That said, I can say that the work you're doing is very personal to me. To my story, one spot on the tree is more important than the rest. You've likely noticed it. It's locked for now. I'll return one final time, after you fill it in. Also, there are fewer Roottrees left. In a sense, that makes it easier. Use process of elimination. It's also harder to verify when you're right. You'll need 4 blood relatives before they lock from here on out. I don't have any more evidence for you, but trust your intuition. If something has a high number, it's not a mistake. You're getting closer and closer to the truth. I look forward to seeing you soon.
So now we need to log 5 minutes. People. done it. I'm an Isaac. Ouch. I'll be there in a minute, Jean. Nothing. It's what yum yums. Let's see what she says. She's fucking burped on the mic. Yeah, hold on, I'm coming now. Hold on, we could do this then. I'm almost done.
To my genealogy genie. If you're reading this, it means you've locked in 49 blood relatives. Congratulations! I knew you could do it. There are 2 more entries on the family tree I'd like you to consider. These last 2 are optional. You can summon me whenever you wish. However, this will end your search and reveal the truth. So make sure you're ready.
These last 2 are optional. I won't look until I'm ready. That could be it. Who is easy? Oh, I wonder if it's because these 2, he dated a man. Suppose John Miller, Edward Clancy from her.
So, you thought EC was Edward Clancy Roottree? And his partner was... That's exactly what I needed to hear. I'm Sam Madsen, though you know me as Samantha Roottree. Yup, I got old. The only picture you have of me is from 40 years... My book tells the truth about Elias, the 5 pieces, and my parents.
I saw what you did there. Shut the fuck up, boy.
That's my brother.
Not my...
Hello, dearies.
By now, you've either read Lauren's diaries, or you're just an incredible... Lauren was right. I hated the 5 pieces. She just didn't know my full reasoning. My father, Edward Clancy, was a great man. But his identical twin Clancy and his father, Elias, were not. At age 16, my father was caught kissing a farmhand. Back then, they wouldn't even acknowledge gay people existed. Having one in the family was unthinkable. The same year, I was born. A bastard granddaughter. 2 stains on Elias's perfect family. He decided to fix both. They tried to erase Edward Clancy. They even removed his 5 pieces flavor. His name was deemed a dirty word. He became EC. We were sent to the farm, and the 5 pieces did their best to keep the next generation away, to isolate me from family. But Elias couldn't erase us from existence.
That's horrible.
Laura never realized I was the little girl from her diary. Who could blame me for being so confused that day? Her father was an exact copy of mine, except without the beard. And while the 5 pieces celebrated a new factory, farmhands did the real work. It's a fluke there's a picture of my father at all. But there he is in the background. The 6th 5-piece. Patsy returned, and things got complicated for Elias. She fought for my freedom, from a life she deemed unworthy. Elias relented, so long as I never learned the truth or receive inheritance.
I'm gonna
They
go.
knew
Where'd
I'd
that
help
go?
my father. At Elias's will reading, I learned part of the truth. The rest I learned at home. I began to hate. My father made me stay silent. He was worried history would repeat, and that his grandchildren would become outcasts. His fears weren't unfounded. As you know, my son Ernie died a few years ago. He had trained to take over as president.
Sorry about that, guys.
But due to family politics, or perhaps hubris, it went to Guy. A real Roottree. He nearly ruined the company. When Ernie took over, he saved the operation. Over 13 years, he made the family billions. Ernie earned about $36. They got by on Debbie's salary, but when he fell ill, he couldn't pay his medical bills. His death was my tipping point. Originally, my book was meant to expose Elias's hypocrisy. Until I started to look into the other dirty laundry. Ron tried to have Robbie removed from the trust, but couldn't. Robbie was a blood relative, even out of wedlock. That sounded familiar. The Clancy Trust that Elias established was designed to secure his family's future. His entire family's future. He couldn't write exceptions in without the whole thing falling apart. My book can definitively prove that Elias was not the paragon of virtue he's heralded as, and that my daughter and granddaughters are just as much family at least in the eyes of the Trust, as the Clancid Trust will secure their future. They can decide what to do with their shares. But the truth has been eating away at me for years. But now, I can set the record straight. Thanks to you.
No problem.
As someone who enjoys searching for the truth, you might understand the power it has. Whitewashing the past to protect the status quo can lead to repercussions in the present and future. So thank you. You knocked it out of the park. With your expert work, the truth will come to light. And when it does, my share of the Clancid Trust is yours. Like I said at the beginning, set for life. Looking at the family tree on your wall, now with my father's, everything finally feels complete. Unless a whole lot more Roottrees somehow appear from thin air, this is the last time I'll come knocking. Thanks again, and so long.
Hello.
I'm enjoying a jam donut. I know you forgot about it last night.
Now what happened to the infamous family in the whole new mystery? Let's see what this is.
We'll spoil not content. But if you finished everything and remember, then you're able to do.
Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.